Just think about the moment when you get caught. And then tell the lie if you want. But just first think about the moment where you get, because you're going to get caught. It's going to happen. It may be 10 years from now, but it's going to happen. And that's kind of how I feel about Ukraine. It's going to end. They're going to come out on top. The problem is how many people have to die before that happens. And that's my best assessment of it. If I wish that Gary Kasparov or Vindman were here to give you the real skinny, but that's my assessment of it. And I think what you've done is remarkable and very brave. So thank you. Natasha.
Hello. Hi.
One of our partners.
My name is Natasha Dekach, and I'm co-founder of one of those organizations that Blue Check trusted and granted as our work on the ground. But what is important, and I came here to deliver some news, that it's actually the full circle that we are fighting for the $6 billion US aid to Ukraine via this movie. This is a full-length movie about a Lithuanian Jew with a Kazakhstan citizenship. And he managed to evacuate from Bucha 203 people from torture chambers. It's first Ukrainian movie made in Ukraine during the war. And how it's connected to our organization, because the producer and the script writer of that movie volunteered for our organization. This is how we learned about his intentions. So that was actually in April 2022. So I came back to Ukraine, receiving the first funding from Blue Check. And that guy jumped in and he just volunteered with us, like seeing people on the ground. Our organization provides financial support to people whom we interview in person. We just assess their
Cash for refugees.
Yeah, cash for refugees. It actually does what it says. So we just give $150 to mothers with kids younger than 14 years old and 65 years and older people who are all internally displaced from the front lines to the safest regions of Ukraine. But that guy, he just came and volunteered, and he was just volunteering, and he's just like, you know what, I really learned about this guy in Bucha who was doing that, and I really want to do something about that story. So we just co-produced, and we gathered like other people to help the movie to happen. Now this movie is screening, privately screened all over the United States. And with the aim to show this in Congress, to move the needle a little bit towards the aid. So that's what I want to talk and thank everybody, because there is no small aid. There is the butterfly effect could be huge, even from like a little grant that or something that seems little at that time. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Natasha. It's an excellent point. And just a brief description of the critical work that Natasha and her organization, Cash for Refugees, are doing. It's premised on the undeniable fact, and this is borne out by empirical evidence, that recipients of humanitarian aid, especially in the form of cash, they know how best to meet their needs. They don't waste it. They use it very, very wisely and very efficiently. Natasha and her colleagues are doing extraordinary work on the ground by simply providing necessary cash assistance. And we're very honored and proud to be working closely with them.
Thank you, Rabbi.
I wanted to ask whether your efforts with Blue Check have begun to open up the pathways of dollars that might come from governments or other outside entities, so that those dollars get more directly to the organizations on the ground that need them.
It's a good question. Blue Check, we're not recipients of government funding ourselves. Our hope certainly, is that, you know, at this point, I think we've demonstrated proof of concept that the swift distribution of critical, support in the form of grants that we can get out the door, you know, within 2 weeks to an organization after it's been vetted, kind of is somewhat disruptive in the humanitarian aid space. And our hope certainly is that this is being noticed.
It is. I think the answer to your question is yes. I mean, my invitation from the president's office, our invitation to meet with Steve Ricchetti, and we've been in D.C. 3 times now. They know what we're doing. They like what we're doing. They all want to understand the model because they know it's the future. So yes.
That's the good short answer.